All right, so the NHL offseason's heating up. We got some big news here. Zach Parise and Parise and Suter being bought out. I'm just going over a bunch of news today, so bear with me here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you're new and you want to subscribe. Welcome, and hit that like button for more content. But I just want to go over a bunch of stuff. I got some big content coming out, whether it's the Kraken content or some trades, free agency, stuff like that. I'm also going to go over it, but just some Duncan Keith stuff too. I want to make another video about that and his role and what it could be in Edmonton, because some people are just like, on one side, which I feel like on the surface is not a good trade in terms of the cap you're bringing in and the age, but I do think I want to make it clear. I think Keith could play a good role in Edmonton, so we'll go over that, but I want to start off with the Parise and Suter news here. So Parise and Suter, they had the same contract, so it'll look the same. So 4 years remaining. You got some cap relief this year, but in 2023, 2024, and 2024, 2025... Sorry, I'm spoiling the video here, but man, $14.74 million in dead space. That's a lot. That's like more than a McDavid contract, more than a Matthews contract, right? For those 2 years, 14.74 for just players that are not even there. So just on this point, I want to bring this up here. Suter, where I think he could go. I just want to bring this up right away. So Boston, Colorado, Florida, Montreal, New York Rangers, St. Louis, Tampa, Toronto, Vegas, Washington, Winnipeg. So that's kind of my mindset right now. I just want to throw a bunch of teams. If I go for favorites for Suter right now, I would go Boston, left shot defenseman, and they need the money so they could save some money if they get Suter. Colorado, I think, is a favorite there. I think Montreal could be consideration because, well, Suter and Weber, good friends. I would say Tampa for sure if they lose a guy like McDonough, but we'll see on that aspect. And I could see Vegas too. On Parise, I would say the favorites right now are the Islanders. I could also see Toronto going after both or one of Suter or Parise because, again, I would say for guys like Suter, Parise, vets coming off buyouts, they could go for cheaper deals and cap, like, I don't know, teams that are tough with cap right now, like Tampa, Islanders, even Toronto. They could go after a Suter or Parise. But Parise, I could see Boston, but my favorites would be, probably Tampa. I would say Islanders are up there with the Lou Lamoriello connection. And then, I don't know, I think Stevie Y could bring another vet. I mean, he did the same thing with Bobby Ryan. Maybe Parise gets a good year in and then goes to the Cup team. But I think Parise wants that Cup. So I would say Islanders and Tampa are my favorites there. But yeah, let's go over a couple things here. We already saw that. So let's look at this. So potentially Wild's protection list. So yeah, I agree. I think they'll go the 7-3-1, especially with Suter out of the picture now, and they'll focus on protecting Spurgeon, Brodin, and Dumba as the defense. The forwards situation is interesting, but I think, they go Sturm, and I would imagine they try to convince Seattle to take Rask, whether that's attaching a pick or a prospect or something. But I would imagine they don't go the 8 skaters route because that would leave a couple forwards unprotected. That would be like Hartman or Sturm that I don't think they want to lose. And I think they are okay with losing Soucy potentially because they would be able to replace him potentially in free agency. But I think they want to keep Soucy, and I think they're going to try to attach a pick to Seattle to take Rask. But I think Seattle could get interesting with Minnesota now, especially with Dumba kind of off the table. They're going to protect him, obviously. So let's look at some other scenarios here, or just other conversations. Like Suter, I think he's, as I said, I listed him for a bunch of options. I kind of wanted to make that kind of more of a topic on this video, where Suter could end up and what kind of role he provides at this point in his career. Because I know a lot of people probably released news videos right when it got out, but I'm releasing this kind of later on, just looking at the overall perspective. Suter, a guy that can play tough minutes, provide some offense still, and as it says here, Jay Fresh says carry defensively. I mean, I agree. The numbers say it, but also I think just, like slowing down a little bit. He's also played with good defensemen in Minnesota. Like he's played with Spurgeon, who's helped that aspect. But I'll say this, if Suter does go to a place where he's comfortable, like if he went to a place like Tampa or Colorado where he could have a good skating defenseman that can play the defensive minutes, even I should have thrown out Carolina. Maybe even Suter goes to Carolina if they open up a spot there. But I think Suter, there's a lot of options, especially where now he's still going to get paid a lot from this bio. But in another scenario, he's still going to get paid by this new team, but I feel like he'll be willing to get paid less, right? Also, just wanted to bring this up. Big shouts to Pekka Rinne. What a career, 15-year career. Didn't get that cup, but an 8th round pick. Like what? You love those stories, right? a late round pick, and he made a career for himself. So I just wanted to make that a big respects thing and a big shout out on this video. Big shout out to Pekka Rinne. Also, Nick LEDDY, that's another defenseman, and that's why I think we'll talk about the key thing in another video again, but I think that's why the Oilers are getting a lot of crap as well, because Suter becomes available the day after, and then LEDDY, the rumors are coming out too, right? So we'll see if LEDDY gets traded. I think the Islanders are having the mindset of they'll try to trade LEDDY because Seattle maybe has their eyes on him, but I think maybe the Kraken will look at Eberle, or I would imagine they try to protect Mayfield, but we'll see what happens. And I just want to put this out there just as a last thing. I think the mindset was that I think Keith has shown up with the cups, he's shown up with the experience, and obviously recency bias in the bubble when Keith played a really good role in Chicago's series win over Edmonton. So I think that was another aspect there. But let me know what you think, guys. Crazy, right? I didn't expect both of them to be bought out. I thought maybe Parise buying out him this offseason made sense, but the Ryan Suter one definitely surprised me. So hit that subscribe button if you're new, drop a like. I'll be uploading a lot of new videos, as I said, like Kraken, trades, free agency, rumors, all that coming on the channel. I'll also be live during a lot of the big events, so Kraken, draft, I'll also be doing draft content, and then obviously during free agency I'll be live. So thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. This was John from Hockey. Have a good one. Peace out.